Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Snyder, the dental director of the St. Vincent de Paul Charity Dental Clinic here in Phoenix, Arizona. And here we are again with another episode of Betzy's Journal. And I'm Dr. Ken Snyder, and she's Betzy.
I'm Betzy.
And I should say Dr. Betzy. So, Betzy, can you tell us a little bit about your background? You were fairly young when you were born where? Where were you born?
So I was born in Acapulco, Mexico. It's in Guerrero, state of Guerrero in Mexico. So it's like way down, south.
So Acapulco, that's kind of like a resort town. Why would you want to leave there?
I know, right? It was mainly because of my dad. So obviously at the time I was a baby, so it's like my parents, my dad mostly.
Mm-hmm. How old actually were you when you came across?
I was one. Actually, I think I was about to turn one because I turned one here.
Oh, okay. So you didn't have any choice whether you were coming or not.
No
and
choice.
It was, I know, what were the circumstances of why your parents chose to come over here to the U.S.?
Well, because so my dad, basically they were after him. They wanted to kill him, so that is why.
Oh my God!
Mm-hmm.
Why were they? Who wanted to kill him and why?
So it's just with politics, things over there in Mexico. It's like if you don't listen to whoever, like either you're with them or it's gonna be against them. So.
Like in politics?
In politics, yeah.
And your dad, he was pretty well educated. What was his occupation?
He was actually a veterinarian over there.
Oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
wow. And wow, that's amazing. So, but then he decided to get involved in politics?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he was a veterinarian, and also like in school he was involved in like student government, you would say.
Oh yeah.
So he always liked to help his classmates and or family, his people and his community. So eventually, I went to veterinary school, and then he would help other people, with their animals. But he saw that Mexico could be a better place, and he would always try to help people, and then that's how he wanted to get into politics.
Okay. Did he have aspirations of like going high in politics?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Wow.
Yeah, he's always like, I remember multiple times he's been, he's told me like, I wish I could have, I wish I could have gone to being like the mayor of his.
Oh, of his little area there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've asked him like, would you think like maybe even the president? He said no. It's just more like the
local.
Yeah.
But still, that's amazing in that. So your dad must have been pretty popular, right?
Yeah, he was.
Were the animals allowed to vote?
I know, right?
I guess if you're a veterinarian, you might.
Yeah.
I'm teasing, of course. But so it actually, being interested in making Mexico a better country and getting involved in the political part of it, almost cost him his life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us that story, how that happened?
Yeah, so I guess I think it might have been like a political meeting. So I guess there was, what's sad is that it was part of the like a family member, but it was I think it was a cousin. But yeah, they were like, it was him, my dad, two other men. They were friends, and then they were gonna have this get together meeting, whatever, at this place. And then so obviously they went there. They were waiting, and then you just hear like, they were like gunshots thrown, at them, and then all three were running. Two of them, they actually got were shot. They were dead. They died.
Oh my God.
And then my dad, he just kept running, it's funny, like, because he the way he explains is like, like I was going in zigzags so that he doesn't get hit, and then luckily he was able to escape, but he ended up at a cemetery, and it was at night, so he had to, he was like face down, and then he said I had to face down and then just breathe, the sand, the dirt and grass, because he didn't want to make any sound. He didn't want to make any sound. So then he was like, yeah, they have to make myself as somebody that got lost. So I was like, we call it perdido. He was like, perdido, lost, so that they wouldn't actually find him. So the next day, I think it was the next day or a couple of days, and they found it. He was walking down the street, and then they found him. But then they told him, like, you have to get out of here. You have to get out of here because they're gonna come after you.
So he wow. So was he able to gather you and your mom at the time, or he had to send for you later, or how did that work?
So he actually came here to Phoenix first, and then came back. Well, he didn't go back, but he sent somebody to bring us.
And of course, you were at 1 year old. You didn't remember coming across or anything like that. So initially, did you come to Arizona? Do you know? Did he ever say that, or did you come across somewhere else?
No. Yeah, we actually came here to Arizona. And then my dad, he was also telling me that when he first came here, I mean, he knew some people, but not to the point where, hey, I'm gonna stay at their house. So he was actually homeless. He would live under a bridge. I don't know exactly where, but he would live lived under a bridge for a couple days until, I don't know, I think he either got close to the family or friends, because so after when we came, we were living at a house. We were at a house. Yeah.
Oh, okay, wow. And then obviously your dad didn't have a license to practice veterinary medicine here in the U.S., so it must have been very frustrating to have those skills and to have that passion and not be able to pursue that career. So basically, what career did he pursue here, or how did he?
So obviously he didn't know any English, and he just he was worrying more about getting us over here, and then how he can have some money so that we can get a house, things like that. So he really didn't focus on learning English that much. So basically at the beginning he was doing like little jobs here and there, and then was a chef. He was a chef for, I don't know, many years, like maybe 12.
Like at a restaurant?
At a restaurant, like a resort. And then he worked his way up from, he told me he was a dishwasher, and then up to a sous chef. So, but then after that, he obviously is not working as a chef or anything like that, but so he's doing construction today now.
Oh, wow.
Like road construction.
Yeah. So, wow, that must be, again, very frustrating to have that education and that knowledge and not be able to use it. Was his life ever threatened over here? Because I know sometimes if they want you dead, they want you dead,
you know what? I haven't really asked that. That's a good question. I should ask. Yeah. Because it just never came into my mind, because I thought, okay, well, maybe he's here. That's it. So I'm gonna get back to you on that.
Okay. Yeah. Future program. We can definitely fit that in. So, how did you? What are your first memories of being here in the U.S.?
I just remember kindergarten. That's all. Going to my kindergarten class with my teacher. That's pretty much up to from what I remember.
Yeah,
as a child.
Did you, when you went to kindergarten, did you speak English? Most likely not, right? Yeah. So you had to learn it little by little. Did the teachers speak Spanish, where they could?
Yeah. So that kindergarten class, it was Spanish speaking, but they would. Obviously, it was bilingual, so they would also try to teach us English. So that's how I was starting to learn.
That must be tough. I mean, I know obviously from being here at the clinic, I know workable Spanish, but to be that young and to try to learn two languages at one time, although I think it's a heck of an advantage as you get older. But there's so much to try to learn in kindergarten as it is. Being exposed to reading and math and spelling and all those things, and then to have to learn another language at the same time. Wow, I mean, I commend you being able to do that.
I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
Now, one of the things that fascinates me And you've worked your way up through the school system, and you worked here at the clinic while you took your college classes. You worked here full time, and you took your classes in the evening, and you got the whole way up to where you actually got into dental school. And not only got into dental school, but when you graduated 4 years later, they awarded you the Golden Hands Award, which means you had the best hands, whether you're Spanish, English, or whatever. You had the best hands in the class. And another thing that it really hits home to me. Once a year or sometimes several times, we'll go over to the homeless school with usually the 7th and 8th, 9th graders and do a little program for them on goal setting. And I always love, like, when you go with us, which you do every time, because they relate to you so readily, because a lot of them, in fact, a lot of them went to the same schools that you went to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the thing is that I remember when I was little, and then I would see a doctor, I would see somebody successful in life, I would just look up to them and be like, wow, like, would I ever get, there? Or I just saw them like as something else. So now what I, like with going to those, the school, I'm like, I just try to obviously relate to them, because just to let them know that it is possible. And it's like, we're all humans. It's the same thing, and it is possible to do whatever you want.
Yeah, and my story, I mean, not nearly like yours, but I came out of the mill towns of Pittsburgh, and it was unlikely I would go to college and all that. But I'm a gringo, so I mean, we have fun with them and everything, but I mean, they relate to you so well, and you're such an inspiration. And you're an inspiration to me. I always say this, and I know it's a tease, but I mean it. When I grow up, I want to be just like you, because I know everything that you've gone through. It's just amazing, and what an inspiration. And that's one of the reasons for this program, is to not only bring an awareness to the dental clinic here, but to be an inspiration to young boys and girls, no whether they're Spanish, Russian, Czechoslovakia, whatever, that if you have a dream and you pursue that dream, that you will achieve it, and the right people will come into your life. And I know you experienced this, and I certainly experienced this. The right people will come into your life at exactly the time you need them to help you achieve that dream. So this is going to be a fantastic journey we're going to take through all your childhood, your middle school years, your high school years, taking the classes at night and juggling the job and the classes, helping to support your family, and also getting into dental school and what that felt like, and now being a dentist and being able to do that. It's just a fantastic story. So we'll hope you stay tuned for further episodes. You can find us here every Wednesday, and we hope you'll delve into Betzy's Journal along with us. So thank you so much. And as always, be true to your teeth, and they won't be false to you. And if you would like to help us with our mission here at the clinic in providing quality and comprehensive dental care to people, men, women, and children who have no access to care whatsoever, you can see on the below there how you can contact us. Or if you have any questions at all, or would like to contribute part of your story, maybe it's very similar to Betzy's, please do that as well with the email address below. So until next time, we'll see you, and thank you so much for joining us on Betzy's Journal.